Just send a Twitter notification here. Just give me a few minutes, guys. We'll send another notification, let people know we are starting up. New member. All right, awesome. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Rupal, Chris, Gardul, Cooley? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. O Trader, what's up? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so as you guys know, we host this live stream every Friday going over how to maximize the XTrades experience, everything that has to do with XTrades, and pretty much answer any questions along the way in regards to the app. If you're not familiar already, and if you're brand new here, we have a web/mobile app that you can use side by side. You can use it with Discord and basically narrow down a lot of your preferences as far as who you want to follow on the app and what kind of trades you want to follow and things like that. So we'll go over that all in detail as we always do. Once the market opens, we'll try to look for some trade opportunities as well and kind of pretty much use it in real time. Use the app to our advantage. And I hope that you guys learn something from it. Usually it's pretty informative. It's pretty helpful for many. So I highly recommend either tune in, or if you have to leave early, make sure, at least guys, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube. It's, of course, YouTube is free. And we post a lot of the things that we post on as far as video lessons go, etc., etc. A lot of them get posted directly to our YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe. Go show us some love. Subscribe to our YouTube, and that way you guys get notified whenever we go live, whenever we have anything going on YouTube side. We try to pretty much put out those video lessons. I would say we put out at least 2 or 3 video lessons every week. So just something to keep in mind. Literally every single one of JTW's live streams. So JTW, if you're not familiar already, he hosts a live stream every single Tuesday and Thursday, going over pretty much pre-market planning. So he talks about the market overall, and then he also talks about a few trade plans for the week, or for the day/week, I would say. Sometimes the trade plans don't work out the same day, but they do work out within a week or two. If you would have joined yesterday, oh my God, man, I actually felt bad for myself because I mean, not that bad, but Tesla was part of the trade plan, and as you guys know, I'm sure if you are any somewhat familiar with what happened yesterday with Elon Musk and Tesla, it was crazy. The price action was crazy. What I mean, besides the actual, everything that happened, but as part of the trade plan yesterday, let me pull it up. Actually, I'll pull up the trade plan and show you what they actually look like. But he posts them every Tuesday and Thursday, like I said, in the Elite XTrades chat. So let me find it from yesterday. All right, that was the SPY plan. All right, hold on. We did Tesla, Apple, and APLD. Tesla, man, let me copy paste this in the chat so you guys can kind of reference to it, maybe a little bit easier. But basically, we had a put entry at this 313.22 level. I remember personally, I opened Tesla puts around when Tesla was around 320 or so. And my plan was kind of basically use this shared stop loss average down as my stop loss. So if we would have broke above 323.35, I would have stopped out. But I took puts around that 320 level, and I said, you know what? I think we might bounce here at 315, even though all this news and all this stuff is going on. I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to take profits here. I only had one contract, to be honest with you guys. If I would have had more contracts, it would have been easier to manage. But since when you only have one contract and it's short term, I had basically expiring today, so I definitely didn't plan on holding it overnight. It was just for a scalp slash day trade. So the plan was to sell right around this 315, 313 area, and man, let's check Tesla and just show what happened here. I mean, basically, we flushed entirely on this one candle. My contracts went like 200% in like, well, in 15 minutes, pretty much. So I sold right around here. I thought that maybe this would, I don't know, I gained like a 60% winner. But then, man, it just totally flushed all the way down, man. This was a day where a trade like this with options, it was a $260 contract turned to about $4,000, guys. It's one of those days where, it doesn't happen that often, but it's one of those moments where you could potentially catch a huge move like that. So unfortunately, I missed out on the biggest part of the move. It just kept flushing and flushing and flushing. I probably wouldn't have held it all the way down here, to be honest with you. I probably would have taken profit. Honestly, on this candle, I would have taken it right around here. When we hit 300 or so, was supposed to be a big bounce, and man, we flushed right through that too. Oh man, crazy move on Tesla. So again, if you would have joined the live stream yesterday with JTW, you would have had this trade plan right in front of your eyes. You would have, ideally, what the plan is that you should always have some kind of alert. So my alert went off, but so it went away. But to set an alert in TradingView, it's pretty much 313, right? It would have set an alert right around here. Add alert, right? When it crosses this area, and then bam, it triggers, and there's your put entry, right? At some point, you would have entered around this candle, and man, I mean, obviously, the rest is history, Open widget. Make sense? Yeah, what is that? Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure. By the way, any initial questions? Any questions on the app, on the server in general? Any questions you guys have specifically? I'll be happy to go over anything. Before we really get kind of started here. So bear with me 1 second, guys. I just want to check the permissions on this stream to make sure everybody can join. Hold on 1 sec. Live stream stage. Permissions. Trial ended, trial put down. Okay, so they can't see. One second, guys. All right, so we got about 30 minutes left till market open. So obviously, I'll open the floor for any questions initially. And let me send one more reminder out there. All right, yeah, here we go. Trial list. All right, cool. So again, just because the plans don't work out in the same day, like obviously this one is far gone. I mean, we pretty much had, you could use these levels for the next day. So right now we're pretty much at 294 here in the pre-market. That 300 level is probably going to be a big area. This 299.31 was the first price target for Tesla puts. So that would be an area to watch. If we get back above 299.31 and then kind of break above 300, I mean, it's hard to say, you know, we might not be able to go long here now. If there's news and stuff all surrounding it, then the dip buying might happen today. So Tesla is definitely going to be on watch today. And then also we might be able to reject here at 300 and just take it right to the downside. But honestly, Tesla stock is like one of those cult stocks where when buyers step in, they really step in. So we'll see what happens. Apple, I didn't chart any of this, to be honest with you. So let's see about Apple. UNH lost 300. Almost boring stocks. UNH. Let's see. Oh my God! Wow. Yeah, Apple is definitely going to be in play for this trade plan. So let's mark some levels here. The call entry is 203.82, so I can mark that very easily right now. 203.82. Let's draw a line. 203.82. Call entry. All right, so this will be on watch already. I already know this is going to be on watch today. And I like to mark it as resistance, so I'll keep it red. All right, so this is our call entry. I'll just mark it for 6.5. All right. And I'll set an alert there for that. On the 15-minute, yep. Once per bar close. Okay. And then we have mark the oh, actually I just realized call stop loss average down is 203.82. The call entry is actually 206.24. 206.24. So let's draw another line here. 206.24. Call entry for a 6.5. All right, let me edit this one. This is the call stop loss average down 6.5. Yeah, so this will still be an area to watch. Like if we break above, honestly, I might take an entry at the call stop loss average down. There's a big sell wall right here at $7 million right above, and not much above this. So might take an entry above this 204. You know, maybe if we break the yesterday's high, I'll probably mark this right now. Actually, yesterday's high looks like a good resistance there. All right, and then we have to the downside, right? Never have 100% bias, guys, right? Never have 100% bias. Just because you love the stock doesn't mean it's always just going to go up, right? Try to make some money on the way down as well. All right, so 198.77. So we're pretty close to that put entry. If we start to gap back down, I can see why this would be an area of interest. 198.75 was it? You know what? I gotta copy paste it here so I can take a look. So that was 198.77. And this is the put entry from 6.5 yesterday. And this is put entry. And then we got I'll mark the first price target only. So we got, why did I have this purple line? Look at that. 194. $194.72. Put PT1. Hopefully you guys are doing the same thing. You know, this is what it takes, guys. If you don't plan your trades, you could have a hard time in the market, right? It's all about planning, guys. If you can't plan these trades, it makes it a much more difficult time. You don't want to have to start asking around, hey, should I get in? Should I get in? Should I get in? Right? If you have a plan behind it, it's easier to manage your trade. All right, let's mark the first price targets, 209. Oh, that would be beautiful if we get up to 209 today. 209, 51. Oops. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. 209.51. $209.51, and this is call PT1. And we'll set an alert. When to take profit. Okay, got alert set. I need an alert for this one. Bar close, put entry 6.5. All right, cool. All right. Now, if you're not familiar already, all of you members, every single member on the server, right? If you have a paid membership, you guys have access to the Trade Plan Navigator through JTW's. This is an indicator that he created himself, which is basically, it doesn't automatically do it for you, but what it does is it gives you the ability to put in these entries and these target prices and see it exactly how I showed it right here within the right here. So it basically draws these lines for you. All you have to do is put in the actual prices, and then you can pretty much go from there. Cooley, what's up, brother? You wanted to ask a question? I can invite you to speak. No worries. I'll give you the mic.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cooley. You have the mic.
Yeah, yes. My question, right? You said, right, we can able to see.
Hold on, Cooley. I can't hear you too much. You may have to fix the mic or get closer.
Can you hear me better?
I don't know, guys. Can you hear him? Is it just me?
Can you hear? I can hear you, but
I hear you, but it's very muffled, bro. I can't understand too much. You might have to type it out, man.
okay. Let me come to mic again, even closer. Can you hear me now?
Yes, way
I'll
better.
try to.
Way better, way better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So my question, right? Couple of things. So first thing, right? You mentioned about the call entry, the chart which you showed, right? So that is something I see in the what is that exotic chat or something?
Trading
The
view?
alert. Yeah. Yes. But do I need a trading view subscription as well?
No. So Trading View, even the free version, gives you access to have two indicators for free. So you have to kind of choose wisely which indicators you want to choose when you have TradingView free. Now, my
Okay.
personal recommendation, and I say this pretty much on every live stream, is that what you could do is sign up for TradingView through our link. You'll get 30 days of their premium version for free. So you could kind of take advantage of it. Now, if you start to enjoy using TradingView, you can always pay for it, but I would recommend wait until the next deal that they have, which they usually have a promotion. I think the next one actually is not that far away, July 4th. I promise you guys they're going to have a huge sale. Most of our top traders here, I mean, including myself, we basically pay for the premium version, and many lifetime members, of course, they as well. We pay for the for the premium version of TradingView. Normally, it's around $700 for the whole year, which is pretty pricey. But for with the 70% off discount they provide, it's pretty much around $220 every year. So it's well worth it. And what you get with that is pretty much unlimited amount of indicators, unlimited amount of alerts. When you have the free version, and if you're a brand new trader, honestly, I don't recommend, you don't have to have the TradingView paid version initially, especially if you're brand new. I would say I recommend just get familiar with TradingView because it's a powerful tool. Either way, even if you use the free version, there's some limitations. You don't have unlimited alerts. You only can use two indicators at a time, and there's ads as well. So it kind of gets annoying, but again, if you're brand new to trading and if you're just brand new to getting familiar with how to read charts and things like that, use the free version. Use it for like, maybe a month or two. Get yourself familiar with it. We have a bunch of video lessons and things like that that can help you to get started as to how to use it, and then you can kind of go from there and make a decision yourself whether you want to purchase TradingView. We don't make any money from them, but we do have a partnership with them if you
So,
were interested in signing up and don't have TradingView. If you have TradingView, if you do have the TradingView account already, and you have the free version, what I would recommend, if you don't have like a bunch of things that are saved like watch lists and things like that, you can just use sign up with a new email with our link, and then you'll have the free version, the paid version for 30 days with at no cost to you. And then you could really see for the
Chris,
next 30 days, you could see how it goes. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So, Chris, do we need to connect the Xtrade with TradingView? Is it something we need to link so that we can see the alert of the JT, right, which is posting will be in the TradingView?
No, so you don't actually have to link trade. Like, actually, there is no way to link XTrades to TradingView. That is not possible. What you can do with TradingView, you could link your broker. Some brokers are compatible with TradingView, and you could actually trade via TradingView directly. But me personally, I only use it for futures. I link my real time data to through Tradeovate, which is a little bit more complicated. I don't want to kind of get into it, but oops, I don't have TradeStation, not this. Tradeovate. So this gives me my real time data because you do have to pay for that. Wow, we reached 6,000, man. Can't believe it. All right, hold on. Is this Tradeovate? Yeah. So I have an account that I link to. Oops. That I link my real time data um, into TradingView. So now I could trade futures on TradingView directly from here if I wanted to. Um, but so you can't actually trade options. TradingView, unless something's changed in the last few months, you cannot trade
Okay.
options within TradingView directly. You can only trade stocks, and only for the brokers that are compatible with TradingView. So not every broker allows that. So to answer your question though, no, you don't have to link anything. Um, but you could set up alerts just like I did right now. Like basically what I did just now with Apple. We set some alerts. You could do this with the free version. You don't need a paid version to
Okay.
to to do this part.
So
Um,
to set the version right, so we have to keep looking on the Elite X Trade chat, right? So there only you people post what is the stock or option which can be we can add it, right? So that's what you're saying.
yeah, exactly. Kind of what I did was basically go to the trade plan, and again, and I think you mentioned Cooley, right? You trade SPY, right? Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yes.
JTW posts a daily spy plan. This is every single day he posts this. So this is probably going to come out within the next 10 minutes. This was yesterday's. And basically what you do is just mark these levels on the chart. And we're going to do this live. So if you stick around for the next 15 minutes, we're going to mark the spy plan levels live, and we'll go through the trade plan itself live.
So
So we
basically, so basically, both SPY as well as individual stock, which will be posted in this group, right? Whenever there is a good call or put comes. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. So you'll have a trade plan to kind of work off of. And now, don't get me wrong. These are just JTW's trade plans. Now we have a lot of top traders here. You'll see setups and ideas and charts and analysis all over the server. So only our top analysts are posting in the Elite XTrades chat. Only our top analysts are posting in the watchlist channel. And then now we have this top tickers channel, which I don't know if Kevin made it public yet. Um, do you guys see this channel by chance? Top tickers?
So to be honest, Chris, like since there are so many things, right, it's very hard to follow. So that's the reason I'm asking, like, whatever the best, at least for the beginners, which we can follow for some time, so that I can familiar and I can do the trading on those instead of watching the entire thing. It's very hard, even the main chat, right? So that's the reason I'm asking. It would be
Yeah,
better if anything.
totally understand. So the main options chat is can be overwhelming. If you're just looking in the main options chat, you could be overwhelmed because this is live analysis ongoing. Pretty much every day you'll see this chat as busy as can be. This chat is very busy all day long. It's just live ongoing analysis. So like if some news comes out or something like that, you'll see it here. But specifically for JTW, like Ardul just said, you just have to follow the trade plan, and it's provided there for you for specifically JTWs. Now, I'm just saying for JTW's sake because his plans kind of have it laid out for you here. You have the entire plan right here laid out for you. The other guys, they post really good plans, etc., and they'll give you ideas. But for the most part, like Crazy A, also he specifically says, right, he's looking for a quick flush below 320, right? If it's triggered, he'll take 340 calls, right, for example. So this is another example. Obviously, there was news that kind of, messed around with this, and I don't even know if he was able to take advantage of it because it happened all so fast yesterday. But let's see. Conservatives targets I'll be watching here. The 718 150 call. Currently $4 a contract. Aggressive contract 613 145 call. So again, you'll see this type of analysis kind of all over the server. So you really just have to kind of get a grasp for what you feel is something worth following. But if it is easier for some people, they prefer, you know what, I'm just going to use the app to follow specific trades. So the beautiful thing about the app is that you could log into the app, right? And you could follow specific traders based on your preferences. If you start to see, all right, like, you know what, Sage of Six Paths, basically Brycat, we call him Brycat. Brycat is another really good trader. He's been around for a long time. He's been vetted by the community for a long time. So you know what? I'm gonna follow him on the app. So I can search for his username. Let me see if his yeah, right here. So again, I searched his username. I can go to his profile, and then I can, when you don't follow him, it looks like this, right? I can follow him just like it looks like on social media, any platform like social media, like Instagram, Facebook, you know, TikTok, whatever it is. You can follow the trader, right? Now, if you have the mobile app on your phone, you press this little button right here, and every time that this trader opens a trade, you'll immediately get a push notification on your phone. So this is a huge advantage in case you know, maybe you say, oh, you know what, I don't know exactly when to get into the trade. You know, again, not every trader, like, just because they post this doesn't mean they're going to, every time they're going to alert the trade, you know, in the app. But the idea is that at least you can get the trade plan from here, or if the trader actually decides to open the trade, then you'll see it on here as well. So Nvidia is gonna, another one. I mean, I love this analysis. Yesterday, Nvidia kind of, even though we started to dump, it didn't really go that much lower, did it? Hold on, let me see. Let me double check that. Actually, no, it did. It went from 144. It looked like it was gonna break out to you know, new highs yesterday, and then totally dumped. It went below 140 in the after hours. So this is a good one that's going to be on watch. So, you know, let me see. This is Nvidia. So he's talking about taking 613 145 call at 185 per contract. So let me see how much those are worth right now. Just so curious right now, because I like the idea. So let me see. Nvidia. This will be on watch for sure. 613 145 calls right now is trading at 121. So it went actually down $60 per contract right here. Well, now that I think about it, this is probably going to go up right immediately at the open. So they're worth 120 right now at the close. This is probably going to be maybe around this price, honestly. Maybe right around the price that he mentioned, which is 185. It might be around this area. So Nvidia will definitely be on watch as well. I'm gonna add this to the watch list on Robinhood, just to kind of have it there, just in case. But again, the idea is that you have analysis on the Discord, and then you have the ability to follow specific traders based on your preferences in the app. So if you want to follow him just because, you know, hey, you know, this looks like pretty solid analysis, and pretty much anybody that's posting here, they're probably worth a follow. And how do you know they're a good trader? Well, you could see their stats, right? As you can see here, right? Trade breakdown. This is the beautiful part about the app that you don't get in any Discord. You can see the win rate. You could see the return per trade. You could see the history of trades, right? You could see when they lost, when they won, how much did they, well, not really how much per dollar amount, how much they won, but you could see the percentages. You know, the dollar amount varies based on everybody's portfolio, right? He could have taken 10 contracts and not just one, right? But the assumption is, you know, basically you have the capability to follow any specific trade. Now, another thing about the app, like let's say, let's give a good example right here, right? So TTD, for whatever reason, TTD, I know it was mentioned a little bit in the Discord recently, right? This closed down 63% yesterday. Now, let me look at TTD really quickly. We got 2 minutes left till market opens, guys. So we're gonna check out the SPY plan. It's probably out now or about to be. All right, so this is moving a little bit higher than where it originally closed. So this is a trade that, check this out, Cooley. This is one of the coolest parts about the app, is the fact that you can bookmark this trade, right? So I just bookmarked it, and what that does is basically it allows me, it gives me the ability to keep track and keep progress of this trade. So I know already that since we're gapping up a little bit in the pre-market here, this is probably going to be a little bit more expensive than 45. So this is probably going to go up to maybe 60, 65. But again, the idea is that you can get a better entry than this top trader, right? Again, he has a 78% win rate. He has a 13, if I'm not mistaken, right? 13% return per trade, right? So this is a trade that I'll just keep on watch. So he's down 63%. He might be down, let's say 40%, for example, at the open. So that gives me the possibility to get into this trade at a better entry than him, or I can buy a better contract. Maybe I don't want the 78 calls. Maybe I'll buy the 75 calls, right? It might be a little bit more expensive, but you might get the price that he paid for this one. So maybe I'll pay a little bit more for the better contract. And because again, this is pretty risky. This is for next week, right? So this might even be a day trade. You never know. So I bookmarked this trade, and now I can go to the alerts. I can go to my bookmarked trades, and I can toggle open alerts only. And now these are trades that I bookmarked yesterday, pretty much showing some examples. But here you go. Here's where you could really narrow down everything that you've been, posting. So, or following, I should say. So we'll see how much this opens at. I'm curious on this one, TTD, but we'll see. So, all right. So market's open. So let's look at the SPY plan again. Once the market opens, I'm not even concerned about opening any trades. If you are currently, though, if you swung anything overnight, then of course you want to prepare before the market opens. So hopefully you're paying attention to any open trades you have. Let me just double check what I have open here. I'm in AMD 117 calls. Oh my God, AMD's looking really good, guys. Woo! I opened the AMD swing yesterday. I really love this setup. Alexander himself, he's been posting this time to time. We're pretty much at this point. Let me get rid of these fib levels. I had these fib levels out, and I think, honestly, I feel like 135 is a decent price target. Maybe a couple months out. Depends on the market, but let me get rid of that. And basically, he drew a line from all the way over here. What's it here? Yeah, pretty much right here. Looking at a big downtrend potential breakout here. And we could see a move to this 200 SMA. Heading to 125. I really like this trade plan. So I'm swinging AMD right now. I'm up about 6%. Nothing crazy right now. So yeah, Cooley. There's a lot of little things that will help you. My recommendation is first, just get yourself familiar with the app and Discord before you follow a bunch of trades. Just get yourself a little bit more familiar with the app and the Discord in general. With my guidance. And we have a customer success team, guys. Besides myself, we have a few. Vinny, we have trade alerts, and then we have options alerts, which is Omiab. He, again, we have guys that can guide you through the server. All right, so let's mark the SPY plan today. Here's the SPY plan. Oh my God, 600 calls are back. Wow, crazy, man. Let's see. All right, so let's mark the SPY plan here. Luann, I got you. We'll look at Tesla, yeah, for sure. What is up with Tesla so far? That 300 level is huge. If we break 300, we'll see what happens. That psych level is a pretty big level to cross. So Tesla's going to be on watch. I have Nvidia on watch as well. We'll see. I like to wait these first 30 minutes out. Also, I like to check. I like to remind folks, make sure you know what the hell's going on when it comes to economical numbers and data. You don't want to open any trades right before some kind of data comes out at 10 a.m., which sometimes it does. It does. Ooh, excuse me. Looks like we got a Fed speaker speaking at 10 a.m. Bowman. Wow, I always thought Bowman was a guy. I didn't know it was Michelle. Is there two Bowmans? I always thought this was a male. Never knew it was Michelle. Yeah, so we have a Fed speaker at 10 a.m. I don't know how relevant that's going to be. Probably not much, honestly. So that could be a nothing burger. I don't think that's anything. Consumer credit at 3 p.m. Probably something to watch for. That's going to be interesting. 3 o'clock. But yeah, let's mark these SPY plan levels. Saxum. The name of this indicator is which one? So on the right side, you'll see this. This is the volume order book. So this basically shows where the big money is flowing. This is a free indicator. You guys can take a look at it. Right, this is the volume order book. So you can see where there's some big sell walls or sell levels. Like probably like if this breaks out to 145. It'd probably be an area where maybe you want to take profit. Like, look at this huge order block of 45 mil. Yeah, but it's called volume order book. Just search that on TradingView. Yeah, if that's what you meant. But the stuff behind it, like all this stuff right here, this is NTS. This is JTW self-made indicator. I can't recommend it enough, honestly. It's a beast of a machine. I'm so tired of UNH. All right, so again, let's mark the SPY plan. Let's mark the SPY plan. I'm just going to copy paste it here so I can reference back to it pretty easily. Thanks for joining, guys. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Schlepster? Whitey. Kent. Luffy, what's up? Thanks for joining. NTB, hey, thanks for joining, man. You made it. Ringo Man, what's up, man? Long time. Wahoo Joe, what's up? Been a while. What's up, Sal? Good morning. Good morning. Fire Captain, what's up? Thanks for your service if you're actually a fire captain. Samuel, what's up? Thanks for joining, Saxum. If you guys didn't know already, Saxum, I see you have CT membership. So, by the way, if you guys are familiar with crypto or want to get into crypto, or basically you don't have any crypto holdings at all, I mean, you might as well have some kind of crypto holdings. Just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean you can't make money off of it, right? Right? Don't let your bias prevent you from getting into different kinds of aspects of where you can potentially make some money. XTrades membership gives you access to the crypto trader server. So we have a server totally dedicated to crypto only. Totally dedicated to crypto only. Let me send my link here 1 sec. So if you have membership already, that already automatically comes with full access to the crypto trader side. So make sure you are in that server if you aren't already. Obviously, if you're not interested in crypto, that's totally fine. You don't have to get in, but why not? You have access to membership already. You might as well join the other server and get into crypto in any capacity, even if it's learning a little bit more about it. Because guess what? There's more. There are more crypto-related stocks these days than ever. We have Bitcoin ETFs. We have obviously Bitcoin miners. We have Coin. We have now we have Circle, which just IPO'd yesterday. Went insane. Went up like 150%. Right after IPO. What's up with Chipotle? Oh man, you guys didn't get your burritos yesterday, man. Come on. Honestly, this 5250 spot is nice. I really like Chipotle here. I opened a swing trade again yesterday, so pretty much on this dump. So we're pretty much right back at that level. So 5250, I wanted for an entry before. So if you guys are interested in Chipotle calls, be my guest. Oh my God. Here we go with Apple, right? This is where we mentioned that trade plan, right? Above 206.27 is the call entry. So we might get there today. Tesla's choppy so far at that 300 level. All right, so let's mark the SPY plan finally. Let me get rid of these levels from yesterday, I believe. Or this was probably some previous levels. That must have been yesterday's. This was last week. All right, so now we got a clean chart. Let me get rid of the order book for now. And just, we got a clean chart here. And now let's just mark some levels, guys. All right, so we got 600 calls on a confirmed break of 599.69. We're pretty much right there right now. Now I'm not gonna FOMO into an entry here. I just don't like trading the first 15 minutes, guys. It's too crazy. Usually we're either gonna get a pullback at some point, or we're gonna get a run up, and then eventually we'll pull back at some point. But we're looking extremely bullish right now. Obviously, the 600 level is huge for SPY and the markets. So I'm just marking yesterday's high, which kind of coincides with the SPY plan, but we'll mark these levels. So I wish I had the trade plan navigator, man, working, but let me see if it works. Hold on. Let me just try it out. I haven't tried it in a while. If you guys are not familiar, I forgot to mention earlier, those that have full membership, you guys have access to the trade plan navigator that JTW created. So if you guys are interested in that, he can provide access to that. I hope that this works. Let me see. I hope it works, man. Let me see if it works here. So we got actually, let me just zoom out a little bit. Okay, that's a good sign. All right, so the trade plan navigator, hopefully it works. I had a little glitch with it a while back, but basically this is the trade plan navigator. All you have to do is enter the levels that are posted. So if there's a trade plan that you have that you want to use, you could do this as well. So we're gonna mark these levels. Hopefully it works, man. I hope it works. If not, we have to mark them manually. But what this does is basically draws the lines for you. 601.71. PT3 is 602.67. The stop loss average down is 598.67. And then we have the put entry is, hey, what's up, Atlas? Thanks for joining, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Put entry is 597.43. I'm hoping for a pullback. I see we're at 600 already. Put PT1 is 595.80. I should have went long on futures. I don't know why I didn't. I just forgot about it. 71. Put PT3 is 593.33. I can only see us getting down here if we get some kind of Trump-Elon war again in the middle of the market. Put stop loss average is 598.67, which is a shared stop loss. So let me actually mark that. 598. I could have done it here instead of up there. The shared stop loss. All right, so let's see if it works, man. Did it? Nah, damn it, man. Yeah, something's wrong with it. Yeah, I have this issue where basically these levels from a previous trade plan is stuck down here, and I can't get rid of it. So JTW is going to look into that for me. I don't know why it doesn't work for me, but anybody that gets access to the trade plan, I probably did something wrong. So let me remove it. I got to get rid of that. All right, let me reset this. Yeah. All right, so that sucks, but we're going to have to mark these levels manually. No worries. All right, so we got 5. Let me just put a bunch of lines here. We'll fix them up. Oh my God, man, we're breaking out so hard right now. 599.69. Call entry. So unfortunately, this is the time saving that the Trade Plan Navigator does for you. But since we don't have that, we have to do it manually. But it's all good. Call entry. Then we got PT1 is 688. Oops. '88. PT1 calls. Takes time to do this stuff, man. Takes time to do this stuff. Get yourself familiar. All right, 597.61. This one is, oh my God, huge candle. I got some FOMO right now, guys. I don't know about you, but I got some FOMO right now, hard. 597.43 is the put entry. And then I'll just mark PT1 only. I don't like to mark all three levels right away. If we happen to get one to the upside or downside, then yes, I'll start to mark them. 595.80. So honestly, the only way I could see us getting like a red day today, to be honest, is if, like I said, if there's some kind of weird stuff going on. All right, we're at the call entry for Apple. So definitely gonna move over to Apple right now. Look at this. Put entry. PT1. Set an alert. Set an alert. Alert. Set an alert. All right, let's move to Apple. Oh wow, got. I thought the call entry was 6. Oh. So this is the stop loss average down. Let me get rid of this order book for now. This is the stop loss average down area that I was talking about before. Honestly, I like this pullback right here. So I'm gonna look at some Apple contracts. On this pullback. Let's take a look, guys. I like the 205 call. Let's see what else. Got some big volume. Yeah, I like the 205 call here at 360. I'm going to take an entry, guys, here. And basically, we're using the stop loss average down as an entry here. So, again, just for reference, it is right here. Just in case. This is what I'm referring to. The stop loss average down 203.82. We're above that. So I'm kind of using that as a basis to get into this trade. If we go down below 202, I'm pretty sure, that'd be an easy stop loss. Basically, that would be the put entry. So we want to stay away from that area. So 203.82. This will be an area where we can either stop loss or average down. So it's a nice, kind of tight area, but we'll see. I like the entry here at 3. Right now they're hovering 350. So I'm going to take an entry here on the app now. Right? So now this is what I recommend to everyone on the server, guys. If you have membership here, post your own trades. Post your own trades. I promise. once your trades start to become like public, 205 call 613. I'm actually opening risky potential day trade. We might close this today. And the reason I'm buying time on this one, normally I'll day trade this, like I'll buy today's contract, but I kind of like this spot for a swing, to be honest. Like this looks like, Apple's been lagging for a while, and honestly, I think that it can break out higher. So I want to potentially take this for to the upside here. What did I put for Chipotle? I said get your burritos. TTD. NVIDIA looks strong. Where was that plan for NVIDIA? Yeah, Ringo Man, for sure. That's why I'm kind of not even thinking about Tesla yet. Tesla's on watch, but this 300 level is huge. It's going to be very interesting. But it is up 20 points from the lows. That 275 spot got bought up so fast yesterday. So, if you swung end of the day, you're actually green today. But yeah, this 300 level is huge. If we can break above that, then maybe we'll get a call entry here. Again, I like to use JTW's levels backwards as well. Which, let me pull those up. My partner in crime today didn't come. 007. I don't know where he's at, man. Let me make sure the YouTube is good. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah, we're good. Let's share this on. Twitter. Yeah, there goes the dump so far on Tesla. NVIDIA, SPY. Okay, SPY's finally pulling back here. So the call entry was what? 599.69. So we might get an entry here, guys, right? Remember I talked about patience, right? Got to have some patience for this stuff. Usually we'll see a pullback before at some point we can probably get in here. Did I open my Apple trade? I did, right? Yeah. Okay, we're good. If they keep acting like children. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I have little comments on that. I mean, I can't. There's no. It's just unprecedented. Two of the biggest public figures in history going at it publicly like that. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And some people are saying that, like, conspiracy theorists, I guess, would say that this is like planned. Like they want people to stir up the pot. I don't know about any of that stuff, man. I just know we have an opportunity to make some money today. All right, so Apple's pulling back here. Hopefully this stop loss average now holds up. I hope we don't stop out already, but hopefully this pullback is giving people some entries here. This is the 921 EMA combo, which kind of coincides with the stop loss average down. So even more so, I kind of like Apple here. NVIDIA, like I said, those 145 calls earlier from Sage of Six Paths that he mentioned from Brycat. Let me check those 145 calls. Yeah, they're hovering around 170. Remember, he said they were hovering around 185. So it is a better entry than yesterday. Um, Honestly, I like this pullback too. Look at these huge buying levels right here: 60 mil, 58 mil. If this pulls back to 141, it would be even better. Um, but I might take a day trade right here on Nvidia, guys. Honestly, SPY still looks good to me, and I kind of really like this pullback. So I'm looking at the 143 calls, has some huge volume on it. Yeah, I'm gonna take those. I'm just gonna take a starter entry here, pretty risky. Um, at 50, Nvidia 143 calls on this little pullback. Let me alert this as well. We got two pretty risky trades here, and we haven't even gotten to the SPY plan yet. 143 calls for today. 6 at M, risky day trade for sure. So be very careful, guys. If you what I like to do is scale in. So I bought three contracts at 50. I'll put a limit order for 3 more contracts between 42 and 38. So if we get a pullback, we'll get a better entry, right? Which is actually happening right now if you didn't open it earlier. Yeah, this pullback is providing an entry here potentially. Yep, I'm adding contracts here. On this pullback. And I'm also going to open up the 145 call for next week on this pullback. That I like that contract, has huge volume as well. And now it's cheaper than what Sage of Six Paths had mentioned earlier. So I like the entry. All right, Spy's providing an entry here for calls. Let's see. Where was I? Wow, that was a nasty candle on Nvidia earlier. So it's almost 10 a.m. This is where really I really like trades normally around this time. I try to avoid those first 30 minutes. But SPY is providing an entry here as well. So let me look at SPY. Again, you guys can pick and choose whichever contracts you want. I like the 601 call here. All right, so we got 3 trades in the last 10 minutes here. SPY 601 call, 66 at M, risky day trade. I'm bullish as hell, guys, right now. I like this pullback. Now, as far as stop losses go, right? When it comes to stop losses, basically for Nvidia, it's pretty risky. We could take it down to maybe 50%. So I don't want you guys to think that, again, these are risky day trades. You don't just buy 100 contracts, right? I hope you guys aren't like oversizing if you followed any of these trades, right? Take a small size, see how it goes, and make sure that you have a plan behind it, right? Don't just like start asking like, oh my god, what should I do now? What should I do now? What should I do now? Right? You want to have a plan beforehand, right? If you can't risk 50%, then maybe you need to take a smaller amount of contracts, right? Make sense? Normally, I don't take like really cheap contracts. Like these 143 calls right now are 45 bucks. But normally, I usually take a little bit higher price because, I mean, there's a saying, right? Shitty contracts, shitty rewards. If you buy bad contracts, usually you'll get a bad trade, right? But again, this is a risky day trade, and we're just looking for a quick move here on this candle here. So see what happens. I'm gonna set some alerts if we break above highs here. Tesla, look at that. Tesla's still ugly so far. SPY's still hovering 601. But we're above this call entry. So for me personally, I think we're good. This Bowman speaker is going to be on very soon, so we'll see how that affects the market. All right, we're getting some pumps here. Oh shit, I forgot about futures, man. I got a lot of things to manage here. Don't recommend, not for the faint of heart. I'm trying to get this account funded. So any questions, guys? Any questions on the app, on the server overall? Anything specific I can go over? I'll be happy to go over it. What's up, Mitchie? Mitchie is a new member. Nice. Welcome to the XTrades family officially. All the guys that are brand new. I can't recommend it enough, guys. Continue to ask questions. Be curious. Get your guidance, right? Don't just start guessing around the server and, just kind of aimlessly just following trades blindly and not knowing, exactly what you're following, right? CMG. My CMG alert keeps going off. AMD looked really good at the open, but pulled back. I'm still swinging this. Tesla, not enough buyers stepping in. Oh man, SoFi looks like really good, I think. SoFi is going to 20, guys, soon. End of the year. That's my opinion, at least. So sad about Uber. I missed Uber. If Uber pulls back to 80 again, I'm gonna definitely go long. This was my entry that I wanted. And I didn't catch it on Thursday. Was it Wednesday? Wednesday. I told myself I would get in Uber and I didn't. Buy the effing dip. All right, SPY's getting a nasty candle right here. We got to hold this area. And so far, we're pretty choppy. Down about 15% on NVIDIA calls so far. Down about 10% on SPY. And about 10% on Apple. This is a big spot right here. This 141.55. Must hold. This big candle right here at the pre-market needs to hold, hopefully. SPY, I don't like this candle right here. We're still above the call entry, so this is giving whoever missed out on SPY calls at the open. This is why we wait, guys, right? This is why we wait for those pullbacks. This is why we wait for those pullbacks. Do you gauge, Dre asked, do you gauge exiting a trade based on percentage of the trade being down? So this varies, right? My set of rules, my own rules is not just set a stop loss based on a percentage, but really based on a level on a chart. So if I'll let the chart tell me to stop out. If the chart tells me to get the hell out, I'm out. So that's why I mentioned the risk factor, right? You have to know your risk beforehand. So if you can't take a 50% loss, then, you know, on a day trade, then you probably, one, shouldn't be taking the trade, or you should be sizing in a lot less. A lot less. The biggest problem we see with newer traders is the fact that they oversize. You know, they want to rush to make that $1,000. They want to rush to make that 5K. They want to rush to get that 10K or more. You know, so, you know, the small wins really make a difference. You know, but ideally, you want to stay within that 20 to 30% loss range when it comes to options. And general rule of thumb for stocks, you don't want to start bag holding when you're down. I would say 12% is like extremely high already. So if you are down 12% or more on a stock trade, you may want to reconsider or reassess your situation. It's pretty high percentage to be down that bad on a stock trade, at least. You know, if you're down 5-8%, that's more doable. But again, it depends on the type of trade. Like if you're in a day trade, stock trade, and you're day trading, and you're down like 15% or 8% even, you should probably take a stop loss. Right? But for options, you have to have a little bit more leeway with your trades. If you don't, you're gonna have a hard time taking a stop loss every time you get to 20%. You know, if you have that rule, which is nothing wrong with having a rule of 20%, but you know, you might stop loss. You might experience this. Basically, you'll stop loss, and then all of a sudden, your trade goes from negative 20% to being up 30% in 10 minutes. Right? So sometimes you have to kind of, you know, get in a little bit in between both scenarios. Does that make sense? So there should be a general rule of thumb. Yes, you can't, you know, be down 30% every single time and take a stop loss, right? You know, but a level on a chart is usually what's telling me to get the hell out. Or at least downsize, right? Maybe you want to stay in the trade, but you might need to downsize, right? If you're down 20, 25%, you know, cut a few contracts or cut a few shares. You know, maybe you don't have to get out all the way, right? But then eventually you do have to have a hard stop loss. If you don't have a hard stop loss, you're going to find yourself in deep waters way too often, down 50, 60, 70, 80%. Right? So you want to prevent those huge losses. You want to prevent those huge losses at least. Like Nvidia is having some nasty candles here so far, but this is on lower time frame. So if you zoom out a bit, we're still, you know, let's zoom out to the 15-minute. We're still above the 921 EMA. Like I would start to cut a little bit or cut it entirely if we break below 141. What's this? 921 EMA, 141.94 right now. If If we break below that, I'll probably start to cut some NVIDIA contracts right now. And definitely I'll have a hard stop at this 200 SMA on the 15-minute, which is 141.18. I'll definitely be out by then. Yeah, Dre, exactly. Exactly. Do you recommend the same logic when it comes to taking profit? Yes, as long as you have a plan. Like that's why we recommend having a plan, right? Having a plan and then trading the plan. You let the chart tell you when to get out. It's not about how much money you made. It's about the percentage gain and also where it is on the chart. That's why you try your best to let the chart tell you exactly when to take profit or when to cut the trade. Right? Same thing, like if you scroll up a little bit in this chat, you have the Apple trade plan, right? The chart will tell me I need to get out at 203.82, right? If we go down to 203.82 and we break below it, well, then I'll probably cut any short-term trades. I'll cut right here. I don't care what percentage it's at. If it's down 20% or 50%, I will cut it, or that's why he gives the option to stop loss or average down. If you can afford to average down, then you take it, but then you have a tight stop loss right below it, right? Like maybe I'll have a hard stop right at 20, maybe 203, like if it cuts below this huge candle that we had at the market open, right? Like I could have maybe I could average down being down 20% right here, but if it goes down to here, maybe I'll be down 30% instead, or maybe even 40%. If we lose, almost a whole dollar with options, it could be that detrimental to your trade. So you want to kind of navigate that trade by trade. You start to kind of get a better feel for every single trade that you open. So as long as you have a plan behind it, you're going to be fine. But if you don't have a plan, this is the problem we see a lot of traders do. They start panicking. They're up 30%, and then they're like, "Oh my God, I got to take profit here. I got to take profit here." And general rule of thumb, yes, there's nothing wrong with taking profit at between 20 and 30%. General rule of thumb. But you usually would let the chart tell you when to take profit. Now, PT1 calls doesn't mean exactly like I need to wait for 688 on the dot to take profits. No, usually what you try to do is sell into the strength. So you don't just sell because you see a red candle, right? You don't just sell because of that. You try to sell into the strength. Into the strength. Oh, we're pulling back here. Nasty here so far. What is this Fed speaker saying? Let me see. Is this relevant? If you guys aren't familiar, we have the newsfeed channel. Pretty much everything that's being said. Let me see. Okay, the Fed is considering an independent supervisory and regulatory framework for community banks. Bank thresholds, blah, blah, blah. Capital regulations. We'll review. Okay. Musk is welcome in Europe. EU spokesperson. Trump, if too late at the Fed would greatly reduce interest rates long and short on debt that is coming due. There's virtually no inflation anymore, but if it should come back, raise rate to counter. Yeah, we don't like when Trump's tweeting and we're trading, guys. Usually it's not it's never a good thing, like when he's tweeting. So hopefully that makes sense, Dre. Have your own general guidelines. Now, I do have a set of rules, if it helps. In the main options chat, you go to the pinned messages. And this is what I recommend really to everyone. Oh man, I gotta unpin this. This was a while ago. Wow. This was last week. Unpin. So every single channel on the server, guys, has pinned messages. Oh man, we need this to hold bad, guys. This is the VWAP right here, this yellow line right here. This is VWAP, which is 599.31. If we don't get a bounce there, I might be out of these SPY calls. Just to mention, if you guys followed any of these trades, just be careful, guys. Manage your own trades based on your own portfolio. And manage your own trades based on your own portfolio. Down about 20% here. All right, so where was I? You know what? Actually, I forgot about futures. I'm gonna go long on futures here. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna go long here.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Okay. So what I was saying, Drace, right? Every single channel on the server has pinned messages. Super important. Honestly, we only pin the messages that really feel like eventually we're going to help someone out with that pinned message. So in this pinned messages, we have some rules. Hold on, let me look for it. I pinned some rules here a long time ago, right? So you guys can reference to this. I'll send the message link. You guys can, kind of switch it up or use it as a template. However you have to do it, freaking print it out. However you have to do it. I recommend highly just have some rules down packed for yourself. So I'll copy paste it here. Save the screenshot. Whatever you have to do, you can save this and kind of, just these are rules that I follow. I follow as much as possible. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to say I'm a perfect trader. Like, we all make mistakes, right? We still break rules time to time, but as long as you can manage to have some rules down packed, it'll help your trading overall, long term. So save this stuff, right? It's not all about just making money, guys. It's about, like, limiting your losses, right? Let's see. You've been given multiple chances to size here. Amazon failed breakout. Let's see what's going on here. UNH sucks. Wow, look at this. 750 call for December 26. Will size was 7,000 plus 10,000 back in late April, likely closing up the full position. Uh-oh. Interesting. Yeah, we're not getting green candles here, guys. This is a big red candle so far. We need these pullbacks to get bought up. The SPY is pretty choppy so far. Oh my God, OCGN. Anybody follow me on this trade, man? Oh my God. This is about to break out so hard. This is a penny stock. If this double top actually breaks out, guys, this could be a penny stock squeezer today. Oh, what happened to my stream? Did I back out? Oh, guys, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened. You guys hear me? The stream just ended out of nowhere. That was weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Yeah, my bad, guys. I don't know what happened there. Can you guys see my screen? Mic check. You guys can hear me also? All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Yeah, my bad. I don't know what happened there. All right, looks like we're good. Back in business. I had to change channels though. I don't know what that was about. Let me make sure we're still good on the YouTube side. Yeah, we're good. All right, cool. Nice. All right, cool. So, yeah, man, we need to hold this area for the call side. We're still above the call entry here, so I believe this is giving buyers opportunity to get in here. Apple had a big opening candle wick and then just totally broke down. Well, not totally broke down, but so far so bad. I'm hoping that buyers step in here. Check this order book. Let's see. We got a decent size right here. Should get some buyers stepping in here. Looks like Nvidia finally is getting some kind of buying here. We need some buying pressure here. But I think this is flagging right here for SPY. Hopefully we get a nice little flag breakout. I do like it. I do still like bull side right now. It's hard to go against the grain right now. What's up, Brandon? What's going on, man? Kung Fu Map. What's up, Levy? What's going on? Morning, good morning. Check out who's in the stream here. I need a rug. Mick Runs. What's up, brother? You changed your name? What was it before? I forgot. Nam, what's up? Itchy Mayhem, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks, guys. Basically, we're just going over XTrades, server app features, and also looking into, a few trade plans. We got into Nvidia earlier. We're down on this trade. If anybody wants to get in there, Apple, you guys got an opportunity to get in here as well. We took an Apple trade as well, but man, this is ugly action so far. What you got, man? 100 call for which ticker? Which ticker are you talking about, Brandon? The Puff DD. Puff Daddy? PDD? I was wondering why you were calling it Puff. I'm like, what the hell is he saying? Oh, yeah, nice candle, baby. Looks like futures were good on future side. We must be green. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, this looks like a flag breakout potentially here. I think we start to see some market movement overall. I got some orders right below just in case. But again, guys, the idea is let's check these bookmark trades from yesterday, right? Brandon, why don't you use the app, man? Are you using the app? I want to be able to follow you, but it's tough, man. Let me see. You using the app? Come on, man. Brandon. Come on, bro. 0 trades. You gotta post some trades, man. That way people start following you. Yeah, dude. I feel like you've been killing it, so you might as well just start posting your trades, man. I encourage everybody. I'm telling you, it starts to enhance your trading. I'm telling you, because you start to be kind of hold yourself accountable a little bit once your trades start being publicly known out there. And not to mention, you could eventually get paid by XTrades just by posting and contributing. your trades and your insight and et cetera, et cetera. You know, what Kevin is doing actually, guys, we created a tier sniper um, channel, right? And basically only the top traders basically that are posting, kind of between members, not just staffers. So regular members also who have been kind of killing it, they're going to end up having this sniper role, and their trades are going to be posted into here. So I don't know how that exactly it's going to work yet, but that's in the works. In addition to having a role and potentially getting paid by XTrades. So all you guys gotta do is just post your trades, man. So this is another cool few things I'll mention with the app, right? If you guys want to get into the position like, hey, is anybody in Tesla calls, right? You don't have to ask this, guys. Why? Because one thing you could do is on the app you could actually search for a specific stock, right? So Tesla, I can see who has open trades with Tesla. Who has open trades? Oh, I forgot. This is like a random user that actually named themselves Tesla. Sorry. I was supposed to put the ticker. Tesla, right? So I clicked on Tesla, and now immediately what I see is everybody that has an open trade with Tesla right now. At this very moment. I see you, Atlas. Nice. Right? Looks like Iggy's down 40% on this one, right? But so this is what I like to do, guys. Bookmark trades from our top traders. You can bookmark these trades, and then eventually you'll see, you might have a potential to get into a better entry than the original trader. Iggy's a beast, right? But he opened this trade, 40 minutes ago, and he's down 50%. Hey, maybe you could take a chance on a trade like this. Right? It's down to $2 right now. Want to take a chance on Tesla? Hey, you could take a shot down 40%. I mean, and have a tight stop loss. Just considering, I'm saying, they open that trade for a reason. If a top trader is opening a trade for a reason like that, you can potentially get into a trade, a better entry than them, right? So I go to the alerts tab. I check all my bookmarked alerts. And I think we saw TTD was an opportunity maybe. Well, TTD looked like it got slapped today. Looked like it was maybe going to be a good entry for us, but nope. We could see who has open trades with NVIDIA right now. You'll probably see myself. Right? Yep, we're down right now so far. Man, false breakout right here. Oh, NVIDIA is not looking pretty, man. NVIDIA is not looking pretty. I said 150 needs to hold or forget it. Buyers don't step in here. It's not looking good. Yeah, exactly. Brandon, yeah. So every single alert in the app automatically posts to the Discord and vice versa. You can also post in tier 3. Like, for example, I'll give you just a quick example. I'm gonna open what's a good trade I can open here? Give me something to swing. I'll just open anything. I already opened SoFi yesterday, right? Trying to think of a stock. All right, PDD, just to show you, right? So I could do it two ways, right? I could do BTO, PDD at M, long-term swing. Or I could say starter swing, right? Let's just say it's a starter swing, right? So I could do it here, or I could do it on the app as well. I could do literally the same command. Either one, this is going to work on both positions. So I could do it here. I'll do it here just so you could see and get familiar with the app. But if you prefer to just enter the trade on Discord, you can do that too. That's fine. But either way, it works either way. So I'm going to open the trade, BTO, PDD, starter swing, and immediately what you're going to see is the trade populate right here. There you go. All right, pretty instant. And it tells you whether the trade was open on the app Or on the, obviously, if you don't see it on the Discord, like, oh, here's a good example, right? Red Broker, he opened DTCK at 0.92, and it doesn't say from the web platform, right? So that means that he opened the trade right on the Discord. That makes sense? When you enter on Discord, does it show on the app? Yes, exactly. So if I hit view details, right? So this trade, right? If I hit view details, it'll take me directly to the app, and it'll show me the trade that he just opened right now. Make sense? Yep. Dude, NVIDIA is getting slapped. If this doesn't hold right here, I'm cutting NVIDIA, guys. The nasty candles here. Oh, man. We got faked out. Apple also. Apple got to 384. We're pretty much in between that candle right now where we opened Apple. We said Apple, we got to consider cutting it. Down 20% on that one. Oh, man. Yeah, NVIDIA needs to bounce here or we're cooked. That was a nasty candle right there, guys. We're below the call entry again. Could be one of those wacky Fridays, man. What's up with Google? How did Google get to 170? Oh my god. Wow, Google looks pretty strong here. Let me check some. So another cool thing that we have, guys, if you haven't gotten familiar with the, let me check the heat map. I'm gonna put up the heat map here in the main chat. Heat map. If you haven't gotten familiar with the options flow channel, guys, and the bot queries channel and navigating through the options flow, ooh, man, you're missing out on some things. Let's see this heat map. All right, NVIDIA's bouncing here. Got some buyers stepped in. We're getting theta burn though, which is the problem. So as time passes, we're getting theta burned here. And we need some buyers stepping in immediately. Or this could get ugly, guys. We might have to flip bear. Wow, this is taking a while. Oh my god, APLD's at 15. Let's go. Woo. I gotta check this out. APLD. Oh baby. Oh my god. I'm telling you guys, this is going to 16. I've been exploding on this ticker for I don't know how long, man. This is so I have a lot of gratitude for this one. Whew. I've been obviously you can see all these lines. I've been charting this thing since it's like $3. Huge move. Chipotle is getting back below. Not liking that. Spy failed the breakout, man. The stop loss average down was let me double check that. Stop loss average down on the SPY plan was, where did I put that? Oh, it's in the other channel. Hold on. I'm gonna have to pull it up over here. Yeah, here we go. All right. Shared stop loss average, yeah, it was 598.65. So we're pretty much there. Wow, huge bounce off that level though. Just when I thought we were dead. Thank you. Thanks, Atlas. Yeah. Yeah, we got a huge bounce on that candle. Wow. Literally, isn't it crazy, man? JTW's levels are so crazy, bro. I get so impressed every time. Look at the low on this candle. at the low on this candle. Somebody tell me what that is. 598.65 to the T. We bounced exactly on that candle right there, on that price. So we'll see what happens. I guess we're not stopping out yet, but you know, plan for it at least. You know, sometimes these candles, like when you get a bounce like that, it usually is a sign where, okay, maybe it's not stopping out right there, but it'll give you a better price to cut some of the trade at least. So we'll see what happens here. If buyers don't step in, man, it's gonna get ugly. We're below VWAP now. Honestly, I'm not liking the price action here. Nvidia bounce though. Google looks really good. Did Google get some news or what? This looks really good. Yeah, exactly, Atlas. That's a good way to put it. Yep. See what happens here though. It's pretty tight. Might take another long, man, on futures. Let me add, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I gotta oh, I actually did get, why didn't I hear it? I did get filled. Yeah, this is a buy signal right here. I'm gonna add to my longs.
Order filled.
Right here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's satisfying. Yeah, I got to buy signal there on that candle. Usually that's a good sign. I'm going to add some stops here just in case. I want to get wrecked on the futures account. Yeah, man, I like SPY bouncing here. I went long on futures. I got a buy signal right there on the futures account. Nvidia's got a nice bounce. SPY just needs to break out of this bull flag, man. We need to break above this. We get back above the call entry and head right to PT1, baby. That's what we're hoping. Guys, watch this OCGN, guys. This penny stock is about to fly. Look at this massive gap up this has. Let me see. Above 110 targeting. I'm probably up 30% here already on OCGN. I opened this at 85, just about. I don't trade pennies that much anymore, but once in a blue I do. Oh my God, APLD, baby. Oh my goodness. APLD, I'm in love, guys. They say don't marry stocks, but I think I'm in love with APLD. Woo. Oops. Let's go, baby. APLD, I've been saying 16, man. I don't know why I didn't take calls yesterday, honestly. That was, it looked cheap yesterday, too.
Order filled.
All right. Getting some fills on futures here. Took some profits. How's SPY looking then? That means we're looking pretty good. Apple, come on, baby. Push it. Nvidia, we need back above 143, man. ASAP. Yo, APLD, man. This is my baby. I have this in so many brokers. Is Gardul still here? Oh, no, he's out. He's out. I used a lot of my reverse split profits to get right into APLD literally since like $3, man. I've been long on this name for a while. Um, Even more so when it got back up to back. It ran away and then took some profits like around $10. It went all the way back down to $3. I couldn't believe it. That was actually sad. I was down like 50% on at some points. My entries, I had a lot of entries around $7. Yeah, I kind of feel the same, Brandon. This is a bull flag right here. But we need to break above this call entry again. Tesla looking pretty good. So far, so good. Tesla, if it breaks this pre-market highs to 303, you know Tesla. When Tesla goes, it goes. It goes. So any questions, guys, on the server, on the app, in general, I'll be happy to go over anything. I'll probably be on for another 15, 20 minutes. Any info you have on trading futures? Info as far as what? Like opening the account?
Order filled.
Let's go. Nothing more satisfying, honestly, than hearing that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I like that. We're back above the call entry, which was what? $599.78. Come on.
Order filled.
Bring in the buyers, baby. Yeah. Bring in the buyers. Strategy on futures. I mean, honestly, I trade MES. I trade the mini contracts. I forgot what's the wording on it. But it's very. I gotta say, with my little experience with futures, I don't have much experience with futures. I just started trading it literally probably a month ago, maybe a month and a half. I got one account funded, but it was very degenerate of me. How I got it funded, like I was trading a massive amount of contracts that I probably shouldn't have. So I'm taking my time with this, just opening, like having some rules, no more than 10 ever. That's just me. So everybody has their little rules because it's very easy to blow an account. If you don't have any like rules or any, like I have a trailing stop. So pretty much whenever it's $5 per like candle, pretty much. So it's very easy to lose if you have like 10 contracts. Yeah, minis. That's what I meant. Micros. That's what I meant. Thank you. Yes, micros. E-mini. So MES is what I trade. And it's so much easier to scalp futures versus SPY. So much easier. Like SPY, if you get one candle that goes against you, man, you start to get theta burned. And it's never a good thing. Getting theta burn is the worst. Oh, let's go, NVIDIA. How are we looking? I'm sure we're still down here, but yeah, I'm gonna set some stops here. I'm still down on SPY. Yeah, we're still down on all these, but hopefully we start to get some breakout here. More order filled.
Order filled.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go. Keep it going. This buy signal right here was the money. This is a little indicator, Dre. If you trade futures, this is a little indicator that they have within Tradeovate. It's called I forgot what it's called. Indicators. Paid to fade. Paid to fade. This little indicator right here is a simple like reversal indicator. And man, it's pretty money, I gotta say. Doesn't always work out right away, so I like to set some orders right below it as well, just in case it does pull back down. But as you can see, I have this little buy signal. Took it long. Usually it helps me with the bias. This was the down signal, right? I didn't see this earlier. If I would have seen it, I probably would have taken some puts. But yeah, it's pretty money. But yeah, SPY's looking pretty good here so far. Yeah, it's called paid to fade on Trade-O-Bate. On Trade-O-Bate. I don't think it's on. Let me see. Actually, I never searched that. Would it be here? Nah. Oh wait, that's invite only. No, yeah, this does search everything. Fade. Nah, yeah, I don't think it's trading view indicator. Come on, man. Break out of this flag, bro, please. Getting a little retest of this trend line here. I should probably move this up. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh my god, bro. APLD is squeezing, baby. Woo. Yeah, I'm still in Apple. I'm still in Apple. Let me see how Apple's looking. Yeah, I'm down 20% on Apple. The 205 call for next week. I'm still in AMD. I'm in pretty much all calls, man. I'm pretty bullish as hell, honestly. It's really tough not to be. I also swung SOXL 1950 calls for a couple weeks out. I'm up 10% on that one. That indicator is on Trade-O-Bate only. Trade-O-Bate. If you use futures, if you trade futures and you use Trade-O-Bate, you go over here to the indicators and just search paid to fade. I don't know who created it. I don't know who did it, but 007 set it up for me. Yeah, if you're interested in futures and you don't have any setup at all, I would suggest get in touch with 007. The guy's a beast, man. He hooked me up to set up, you know, these the trailing stops and kind of have some rules down packed without me in the driver's seat, you know, kind of making the decision every single time. Like, this takes profit for me immediately. Like, if I open a contract here, it automatically creates where to take profit for me. I would say 007 introduced me to it. It's not like I found it randomly. Yeah, I can't say, I can't take the credit for that. No way. 007 helped me out with that. And I don't know where he found it or how he came about it, but it, you know, there's been times when we've been on the stream together and then he'll say, oh man, Chris, I got a buy signal or I got a sell signal. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking? I didn't know what he was talking about until he set me up with this. And now I can see when he says this, I'm telling you, man, for the most part, it's pretty accurate. But again, the moves are very short. It happens fast sometimes. Like, this was a down signal, and if this is literally these are 1 minute candles. So this is a 5-minute trade right here. You can't really scalp this with SPY. You can't really do that. It's too difficult with SPY. But with futures, maybe you can. Here yesterday, or this was this morning. Yeah, so it kind of points on the direction. You know, and after like 1 p.m. Eastern time, it's kind of less accurate, I would say. It's you know, the more volume there is in the market, the better it is, you know, the more accurate it is. Nah, you can. I could do this on TradingView too. If I'm on MES and I have my thing linked, I could open trades here too. Let me close this. I could do like, for example, I could set a limit order right here, buy one, right? Right now the problem with TradingView, and the biggest difference is that I can't automatically set the orders like they are. Like I just did that buy order right there, but it doesn't set the stop loss for me automatically. I have to do that. So what's the stop loss going to be? I could tell it what to do from here, and it'll tell me how much I'm going to lose. So that's pretty cool. I could set the take profit, you know, maybe at high on the day or something like that. If I buy there, I'm going to sell up here. Right? So you can do that with TradingView. It's pretty cool. But with Tradeovate, it has that automation to it. It adds that automation to it. So that's a huge advantage, in my opinion. Okay, we're back at the call entry. Let's go. Come on, baby. Bring in the buying. I got a good feeling right now. I got a good feeling, guys. Before I end the stream, I got a good feeling. Push it. Somebody give me some gifts, man. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. I got a good feeling, guys. I'm ready. Pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Come on, Apple, man. Apple, you're lagging here. You're lagging. Some big sell blocks right here. Nvidia is looking better. Nvidia's looking better. This is the move I wanted earlier. Not. We got some bad candles earlier. Come on, SPY. Move it. All right, let's see. Who else is in here? What's up, Passive Aggressive Income? I like that name. Nam, what's up? New member. Hey, congrats. Congrats on the membership. Congrats. Anybody that's joined the live stream, by the way, anybody that's joined the live stream, you guys get a little incentive for joining the live stream. I do provide a discount on membership for anyone that is interested in membership and you're on free trial. We do provide a couple discounts for any membership plan. Unfortunately, I can't change. If you already paid for a membership, I can't change your subscription or anything like that, but we can definitely hook you up with a discount on any upgrade. So it's 10% off. What just happened? It's 10% off the monthly, 15% off the Elite Plus, which is the yearly pass, and then lifetime is 25% off, guys. 25% off lifetime. This one can be paid in increments. You can pay this in up to 4 months. So if you're tired of paying a monthly subscription and you've been here for years, guys, just upgrade, man. You'll save a lot of money. Honestly, you'll save a lot of money. Just take the upgrade. You'll save a lot of money if you've been paying monthly. There's no point in paying monthly. You've been here for years. What just triggered there? I heard a sound. That must have been a signal. No, it still looks good. I'm still long on futures, as you can see, looking good on futures. Any questions, guys? Any questions on the server, on the app? In general, we went over a lot of things. I guess I'll talk about a couple other things that I can mention in the meantime while SPY breaks out for us. At least I'm hoping it does. I need to pump it, man. I still got a good feeling. Guys. We're getting above this bull flag and potential breakout here to first price target. Looks like we just need to be very patient today. Let me see. Is Google still leading the way? Yep, Google, man. Google looks very strong here. Let me zoom out on Google, though. Ooh, yeah. We're hovering above the 200 SMA on the daily today, which is pretty damn bullish. We're hovering above the 333 SMA on the daily. I kind of like Google for a swing, guys. All right, so here's a good example, right? What I was going to show you guys when it comes to the options flow. This is another huge channel, guys, that you could take advantage of. So I could search the ticker Google, right? Just find some analysis. Let's just say, for example, right? Oh, look at that. We got the call entry for Google a few minutes ago. I forgot JTW has a trade plan already for us. Perfect. So check this out. All right, Google, AMD, and Marvel. Man, I love this top tickers. Oh yeah! Wow, no way. Atlas, I did. Thanks for mentioning that, man. Let me see. Dude, this is a glitch for sure. Okay, I gotta recreate that. When I click on view details, I can't get out. I gotta mention that to them. Okay, yeah, so I bookmarked trades, right? Remember, guys, wow, impressive. So when we bookmarked this trade, remember I mentioned to you guys in real time, I said, Iggy is down 50% at the time when he opened this trade. This was around 180 or so, or 200 bucks, if I remember right. So I said, this is why you can bookmark trades, you can follow your top traders, and get better entries than them. He closed this at 20%. If you would have followed this when I said, this is probably a good opportunity where maybe you can get in, just an idea, right? I didn't say just get in blindly, right? I don't like to say stuff like that. But I gave you the idea that you can potentially take trades when top traders are down on their trades. You get a better entry than them. You would have made, if you would have traded, if you would have cut this trade at the same price, right? It was at $2, let's say, hypothetically. I'm pretty sure it was said $2 at the time. This would have been a 100% trade, guys. Does that make sense? I'm telling you guys, you can catch a lot of bangers just from all this. Kevin yesterday, he was down, I think, 15% on this. This is now up 100% since his entry. He got an entry at 280 yesterday. What a beast. What a beast. Crazy A also. He opened the trade pretty much at the bottom yesterday. At right around end of the day, his asset entry was 281, and now he's closing it at he closed it, yeah, pretty much at the open. I mean, it was already up, but so again, bangers. That's why we bookmark trades, guys. You can keep track of the progress of the trade. Nowhere else can you get stuff like that. Nowhere else can you get stuff like that. Oh man, SPY is fading again. Guys, Tesla's breaking this pre-market high. I said 303. Could go higher. Oh man, Apple's not looking good, guys. Very weak. Very weak. I don't like Apple, guys, here. Yeah, my hard stop is 203. If we break below 203, I'm cutting Apple. Let me set a stop loss on the app as well. Yeah, I'm going to set a stop loss at 220 in case we get there. Yeah, man, that was nasty, dude. That was a nasty candle on the 1 minute, probably. Yeah, we're just hovering, man. Market makers playing games right now. Let me see if I got filled on my... I'm about to get filled on this. Yeah, I'm about to get filled on this, probably. I just realized I never put the order in. Yeah, I don't like that candles. Anything going on in the news channel? News feed. Trump asked U.S. Supreme Court to halt judicial order blocking his administration from dismantling the Department of Education. S&P 500 set for a bull market. Who the hell said that? Trump is holding back from calling out China over Russia war aid. Oh my God. Why is Trump talking, bro? He's... Fentanyl trafficking from Mexico to the U.S. has fallen around 40%. That's good. All right, so again, what I like to do, guys, whenever I'm interested in a specific stock, I'm always going to search the ticker first before I even do anything. Like literally, even before my own analysis sometimes, I will look for the ticker and start looking for either trade plans or look around for other analysis. Here you go, Atlas. Atlas, I see you broke down Apple. Was this today? Oh, yeah. Let's check it out. Let's see what Atlas says on this. Google, 2% up already from today due to the 200 EMA daily close. It is actually quite nice to see it happening. Yeah, man. I like that 200 SMA break, man. Looks good. So what I like to do is check options flow as well. Right, so I'll check options flow and see if there's anything irrelevant in here. Let's see what's going on, man. What's going on with the options flow lately? SLV calls. Interesting. XLV calls. SLV, silver. Ooh, interesting. We got some 205 puts, 21 days out for Tesla. Riot $10 calls. Interesting. At 0.07, sus. Very interesting here. 0 DTE. MU. SPY got another nasty candle. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, okay. Bro, we're holding on by a thread here, man. Apple's just playing games with us. NVIDIA looks promising, but nothing guaranteed. Hims, I don't even have that on watch, man. Honestly, I never touch Hims. I gotta say. I told myself I would be a buyer at like around 27 or something like that, and never did. Let me see. Hims. They must have had news come out or what? Wow. Nice move. I mean, it's hard to buy this candle right here. The only entry would have been right here. 55 pretty much. Wow, this has a nice cup and handle forming pretty much. Right? Kind of a rounding bottom shape right here. Usually pretty bullish. Rounding bottom. Come on, SPY. Let's go. How many times can we try this level, man? We need to break 600. 600 is a huge resistance so far. It's not even that much above, like, put side. In my opinion. How about VIX? Let's take a look at VIX. Yeah, VIX looks dead, so I don't see why we're not pushing higher here. About 15 bucks on futures here. I'm getting a little bit of a push here. So that's a good sign. All right, so in the meantime, let me go back to where I was saying about the options flow and the bot query channel. All right, so every single member, you guys have access to the bot queries channel. Right? In the bot queries channel, you can type /help and see a lot of little insight that can really potentially help out your bias or your confirmations, or just see what's going on with your specific tickers that you're interested in. So what I like to do is I like to check the options flow. I'm going to search specifically for Google because that's the one I'm interested in right now. So I'm going to search the most recent flow. So this means everything that is being opened literally as we speak. So the most recent flow alerts. Let's see. So we got this is 177.50 call, mostly to the ask, $237,000, high volume over open interest. This is a column that I like to look at the most, actually, is this volume / OI. Sometimes I just look at this first before anything else. Anything below 1.0 is not really that interesting to me. Or I'm not that interested. That means the volume is lower than the open interest, which means sometimes that there's a selling. So somebody could be selling this contract, not buying it, even though this is more bullish premium. Unusual Whales tells us that, but the open interest doesn't necessarily tell me that it's a buyer. Personally, I like to look for volume over open interest. The volume is much higher, like it is right now, double the volume, and this was at within an hour ago, right? 177.50 call for 613. So let me check that. Contract right now and see what that looks like. So Google 177.50 call. Wow, actually this volume increased. This is actually right now over 5K, and the open interest is the same. So that means that more people are buying this contract. It could be the same buyer because the open interest hasn't changed, which is very interesting. They're at 94 right now. I'm going to open this trade. I'm going to follow it. I like the chart. Everything kind of aligns with everything that we've been saying. I like this little pullback right here that Google's giving. The guy opened the trade right around this on this candle right here at the end of this candle. So I like it. I like it. So I'm going to open this trade too. And we're going to follow some options flow. VTO, Google, 177.50 call. Take out your own your own risk. 177.50 call for 613. At M should be about 94 bucks. Right? And we're gonna take this as a starter swing. I like you know what? I'm just gonna say starter because I might obviously if we push high, extremely high today, we might just close this today. So we're just gonna follow some flow. I like the contract. Oh, let's go, baby. Woo! Push it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on, baby. Push it. Anybody bearish right now? Anybody bearish right now? I must have taken profits. Yeah, let's go. I'm all out on futures. That's the difference between futures, guys. Like, I just automatically, this sold for me on this candle right here. So I'm all out. I'm up 225 bucks just like that on futures. Right? Oh my God, what a beautiful candle, baby. Come on. Look at this volume. Woo, on the 1 minute. Look at this volume right here. That was a big buyer. That was a whale right there. I don't know who did that, but nice little breakout right there. That must have increased a lot of price options wise. SOXL looks good. My SPY call is still down. So, I mean, I'm not that impressed right now still. I should have got closer to the money, but at the time when we opened this trade, it was right around here. So we still need to push the first price target. We're not in the clear yet. That was a nice candle though. But we need some momentum to continue here with that candle right there. Grab a look at VIX. Let's see. All right, see just like that. We're back at the call entry, man. Oh, actually, that was the candle close. So it's 11:10. Yeah. VIX. Yeah, VIX was going lower here. Let me read what you're saying here. 1687. If it holds, we could have a move up on VIX, which would result in a correction. Oh, yeah. Could make a wick below if it holds. Probably Monday, Tuesday, open a correction. Yeah, I know, right? That's scary, man. Let me see. Yeah, some say, I don't know how some people say that chart is not, that VIX is not chartable. But we're below the 333 SMA on the daily. Which is 1771. We're well below the 200 SMA. That VIX 20 is a huge level, man. Come on, SPY. Give us some momentum, baby. Give us some momentum. Yeah, it's like it's hard to be bearish. When VIX is this low. But yeah, usually we see some kind of bounce. I could still see VIX going to 15 now from here. If today holds. If it today holds like this, I don't know, man. I think this has room to go down to 15. Look at that. Yeah, hopefully that candle brought in some buying, man. I know some people sold right there, probably impatience, like waiting, like, oh my God, like finally we got to move. People sold right here, top of the VWAP band, and now we're fading again. Freaking shit, man. Tesla looks amazing right now. AMD looked so promising right at the open, and we got faded. Ugh. All right, so Apple Call is still down about 18%. If you guys are not interested in swinging, or like usually I tell people, like when you get that up candle after being down for so long, this is your opportunity to either cut the trade or just, live to fight another day, cut some of the loss, and then kind of move on from there. Like you don't have to wait until a specific level if you don't feel comfortable holding it. Me personally, I'm still bullish, but the price action never lies, man. We're just still kind of hovering and getting theta burned here with options. With futures, I can scalp this all damn day. In fact, I'm thinking about going long again on futures. Actually, to be honest, right now. Yeah, I'm going to take a starter on.
Order filled.
Wow, that was loud. That was a huge volume candle. Wow. Yeah, Brandon, I think you'd like futures, bro. You don't have to deal with no theta bullshit, man. It's the options is crazy, man. Like you could see the difference already just from this. Like I'm able to get into this in and out whenever the hell I want, and I don't have to worry about no theta burn. Like right now, spy calls, my spy calls getting theta burn so bad. I'm still down 30%. Even with that candle, I was still down at best. I was still down 15%, maybe. Yeah, 15% at the top of that candle. Yeah, man, get into it, bro. I just started. I'm trying to get this account funded. Yeah, I'll send you no, so if you use a referral code, just wait for the next one, bro. Next time there's a promo, which usually there's like 80 to 90% off where you pay like $16 for the month. And that's all you have to pay. And you get a 50K funded account. Just have to wait for the promo. So I would say just wait for that.
Order filled.
All right, I got filled on futures. So that means we got, of course, another candle down on SPY. Shit, man. False breakout. That was a hard false breakout so far. Top wicked. So you pay, the way it works is with these funded accounts, you see the equity here? I don't have 50K in this account, bro. This is a funded account. They give you 50K, so I'm up $500 right now on this account. They give you 50K, you trade almost as if you're paper trading. The goal is you need to get this to $3,000 profit. So if you get this to 53,000, you turn into what's called a funded trader. So then they give you another portfolio for you to trade. They give you another 50K account basically, and then from there you can start to withdraw, and make money that way. But the best part is that you're not risking your own money. You're using a funded account. So essentially, you're paying about $16 a month to make whatever you profit in futures. Does that make sense? I use Apex.
Order filled.
All right, I got filled again, man. This is not looking good for SPY, though. I have a really tight stop pretty much right around here. Oh, man, SPY is fading, guys. You ask Grok. Yeah, I'm going to cut half of NVIDIA, guys, here. I don't like this price action. We're getting theta burned so hard. And that's why it kind of pays to buy a little bit more time. So I'm going to set a stop loss at 20 on 3 of these. Cut some of the loss here. Right? That's how we manage the trade, guys. Sometimes you have to cut the trade a little bit. So I'm taking half a loss here. If it gets to 20, I'm out on the app, but really I'm cutting half. All right, so we did that. All right, so another thing that I like to check besides the recent alerts with Flow, I like to also check what is the latest trades. Big premium. So Google, right? You try to follow the money. 250K or above, all, and we'll do 30, which is the max. Now, Webull doesn't have prop firms though. Webull doesn't have a prop firm, so you would have to use your own money for that, which defeats the purpose. Honestly, get a funded account.
Order stop filled.
Ooh, wow!
Order filled.
Right there. the hell is going on? I had all these orders from earlier. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me sort this out. Let me get the hell out of here. Like, just like that, guys, right? I was up 225, and now I just lost $100 right there. Boom. Right on that one candle, bro. Nasty. Nasty. So I'm setting some stops here. I don't know why I got filled to go long. I meant to stop out. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. Come on. Why? Sorry. If you don't charge that damn phone. I just saw it. I just saw it now. What's wrong with you? I wasn't on it. Where are you? You're literally dying with 10,000 chargers sitting all around you. How is that possible? I just put it on now that I saw the phone. Literally right before you said that. Where are you? I'm staring out the window in the conference room. Oh. Oh. Josh had to bring them to the BBQ. Oh, okay. I figured. And Justin's so mad because it kind of locked him in. Oh, yep. Because he's looking. Oh, yikes. Wow. Question. Yeah. So, are you vacationing with us or no? What do you mean? Where? Like wherever I guess I decide. Why not? Why wouldn't I? Unless is my passport situation. That's about it. And when is your father's birthday thing? So it looks like it's gonna. It looks like it's gonna be the weekend of the 7th. Sorry, of the 16th. His birthday's on the 7th. His birthday's on the 7th, but his birthday's on. So why isn't that weekend? I don't know, actually. That my sister made a group chat with like whoever is doing the food or whatever, and they sent a bunch of voice recordings that I haven't listened to any of them. Why do you have to? I don't know. She put me in the group chat. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Oh my god. Yeah, Yashida. What the hell that is? Yeah.
Stop filled.
Who? Is she the stripper that's coming? Stripper? The hell? What? Who is that in that photo? Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at the photo. How can you not? It's literally right there in your face. I don't know. I just saw the name. So she's communicating back and forth with this person? Yeah, she's like, she does catering, I guess, or something. She sent.
So
Yeah.
why do you have to listen to it? You don't know nothing about food.
Yeah, I don't know. I. I'm gonna call this old guy
I
back.
think you sent me the same photo.
Huh?
I think you sent me the same photo like 7 times. Did you?
No. It's the food
My
menu.
service is weird when I get here.
Your what?
Oh my god. Even her. This is what the menu that to choose from.
Yeah.
Oh, breakfast. Breakfastito.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what the hell do you or your brother know about this shit?
My brother, he's done parties like that before.
Oh, so he knows how to order food?
I mean, I would think so, yeah. He's done it a few times. I don't know how to do that. I just order whatever people, whatever people tell me. That's not easy to do, honestly. That's just a lot of work.
No, I'd be like, no.
I know.
Thinking of what everybody would want and everything. Oh, no, I can't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
Chuleta. Oh, disgusting. It's so much to choose from.
I know. I was
my
I was
God.
overwhelmed when she first started sending voice recordings. I'm like, oh my god, the hell am I? It's like a whole 3 minutes. Some of them, those recordings. And my sister loves responding with voice recordings too. She does. That's what she'd be doing. Adam went with them. Like he's helping them out or something, or
Oh, is he?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
I don't think so. His ass should be up here, scratching his ass somewhere up there. Exactly.
Why do they keep closing this? Okay, that one doesn't matter. You want for lunch? You brought? Oh yeah, you brought. I always forget to bring.
You forget to bring and you forget to eat it when you bring. stays in there the whole week. Usually let's work from home again on Fridays, but it's nothing but fucking boring here. Not even the phones ring on Fridays here.
Not even what?
The phones ring. Because he don't call, and that's about it. Like, none of the aides call on Fridays either.
Oh.
For us, at least.
Yeah. It's quiet.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Sounds like you're not like in Atlantic City. All those noises.
This is my trading thing.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh man, sorry guys. That was a long call. Looks like a lot of people dropped off. Yeah, what a candle this was, man. That was nasty. That was a nasty candle. Apple's fading here. I'm stopping out of Apple, guys. Longs did not work for these. Let me see. Oh, looks like I already stopped out of Apple. All right, we're good. SOXL. Shit, I forgot I had this open on the app. Oh yeah, that one's good. Oh, nice trade, man. Bull. There's so many opportunities, guys, for you guys to bookmark some trades, man. SoFi is one. Killed it. Shinobi killed it with these. Freaking SPY, man. This is a scalper's market. Look at this, man. Again. Just bouncing higher, but yet with SPY, this is nothing with SPY. This is nothing with SPY. Nvidia is still holding this VWAP, man. Nvidia still has a chance. Apple, I really don't like it below 203. I think there's room to 202, which at that point it's not worth holding. So that's why we cut that one. SPY at this point, just a lot of. We got a false breakout right here. We need to get back above 599.60, man. We lost a whole $1.50 really since this candle right here. This was like a sign to like fade, apparently. You know, there's a short signal right there too. But all right, guys. Any last questions? Any last questions on the app, on the server? Anything else I can help with? If not, I'm gonna cut the stream. Hopefully it was informative. It's pretty helpful. I know that we had a couple, losing trades today. But again, that's part of the game, especially with zero DTE or anything that's short term risky. It's going to be tough to build momentum off of something that's down 30-40%. So it's okay to cut losers, guys. It's okay to cut losers. The goal is not to be down 70, 80, 90% every time that you lose a trade. You get wrecked that way eventually. But all right, guys. If you're red, stay red. Try to not lose more. I meant to say. If you're green, stay green. And I'll be in touch throughout the rest of the Discord. Throughout the day. So we'll see how that goes. Anything comes up, please feel free to DM me anytime. My DMs are always open. And yeah, have a good rest of the day and have a great weekend, everybody. Peace.